Boom. I was recently on a trip. I was given a speaking event somewhere in the middle of the country. I can't remember where I was, but when I do speaking events, the attire for the event changes occasionally. For the most part, if I'm choosing, I'm wearing a nice pair of jeans, cowboy boots, collared shirt, and a sport coat. That's my standard working attire if I can call the shots. Every once in a while, it's a business event, it's something going on, so they're going to ask for a suit or slacks or something more formal. I almost always fly home unless it's a late evening event. I always fly home on the day of the event because I like getting home to my family. And often, if I have the opportunity, if I give that speech, let's say in the morning, and it is a formal event, I try and change if I can before I get on the flight because I'm just going to be doing the bag drag, going through airports, trying to get where I'm going. I'd just soon be comfortable. I'm at I don't think I'll hurt anybody's feelings. I believe it was a Hyatt, totally reasonable, capable, well-staffed hotel that most people think highly of, and I do as well. But I'm at a Hyatt. I finished the speaking event. I've checked out of my room. It's midday, so I can't get back to a room to change. I'm in a suit. This was a formal event. I really want to change because I actually have 3 flights to get to my next location. I walk up to the front counter. There's 4 people behind the counter at the front desk, and I say, "Hey, I don't know if this is a weird request. I want to change out of my suit. I know I can just go to the bathroom and use a stall, not the sexiest place to go change outfits. Don't really want to drop it on the floor in there. Do you have any spot? I mean, it could be an office. I mean, it could be the janitor's closet, just a place where I could change to go to the airport." This kid looked at me like I had posed the most complex problem to solve anyone had ever been given. So much so that I had to stop. I'm like, "Hey, this is not stressful, man. If all else fails, I'll go to the bathroom. I'm just asking if there's a place I can change." He actually asked the person next to him, "Hey, this gentleman," and she heard it, and she's trying to work through the problem set. And they both kind of are like the brain trust trying to figure this out. I'm honestly staring in disbelief, trying to say, "Look, you just say no. I can work this out." Both of them leave the counter, go in the back room. Out comes the manager of the hotel. And she says, "What's the problem?" I'm like, "Well, that's a strange question. I don't have a problem," but that's how the two must have posed it to her. And I said, I don't have a problem. I'm in a suit. I want to get in a pair of jeans and a ball cap and a t-shirt so I can take a flight comfortably. I just wondered if there's a place like your office that I could go in for 3 minutes, change out, and be on my way." And she says, "Well, you could use the bathroom." I was like, I got it. I'll go to the bathroom, which I do. I go to the bathroom, trust me. I have made worse change outs in worse places all around the world. No big deal. But I remember as I walk out of that hotel, I'm sitting waiting for my, driver to come and bring me to the airport. It just occurred to me how little it takes to have service that is elevated beyond belief compared to most of your competitors. I've traveled to all kinds of boutique hotels and resorts all around the world. Whenever I see the 4 seasons on my itinerary, I want to shoot pistols in the air because I'm so excited about it because I know what I'm going to receive service-wise. I have never been to one of their locations where the service has not been impeccable and above and beyond. I can say this without knowing it to be true because I know it to be true. If I had walked to the front desk of a 4 Seasons that day and said, "Here's this problem set I have," or what I try and get accomplished, they would not only have accommodated that, I probably would have been given a room, a shower. I probably would have come out of there with a snack, a bottled water, and a thank you for staying at the 4 Seasons. It takes very little to be better than everybody else. I do a lot of work with Chick-fil-A. They have an entire belief system that is extra mile service, going the extra level on everything you do. You do not need to move heaven and earth to be in the absolute elite level of performance. Do that little bit more, I'm telling you, you will live in rarefied air. Ever onward.